So since 1903, when we start talking about baseball, since 1903, which is the first year of what many consider baseball's modern era, there have only been 11 players who have reached baseball immortality by winning the Triple Crown. Of course, the Triple Crown means leading your respective league in batting average, home runs, runs batted in. Right? Ty Cobb was the first to do it in 1909. Roger Hornsby was the next to do it. He did it twice, 1922, 1925 for Roger Hornsby. Ted Williams was the only other player to do it twice, 1942 and 1947. Jimmy Fox and Chuck Klein both did it in 1933 with their Philadelphia teams. Very interesting. Jimmy Fox for the Philadelphia Athletics and Klein for the Phillies. The very next year, Lou Gehrig did it for the Yankees, 1934. Joe Medwick did it in 1937, Mickey Mantle 1956, Frank Robinson 1966. That's it. Very short list. So going into the 1967 season, it was only done 11 times in 63 years. But Carl Yastrzemski was very open about making that a goal for the season. Very lofty expectations. So Yaz wound up comfortably beating out Frank Robinson for the batting title. Yaz batted 326, Robinson batted at 311, and he beat out Harmon Killebrew in the RBI race. 121 RBIs on the season, Harmon Killebrew had 113. But the home run race in the American League was coming down to the last 2 days of the season, and you talk about drama. It's Killebrew and the Twins were in Boston to take on Carl Yastrzemski and the Red Sox. So on this day, where we have the ticket here, on this day, September 30th, 1967, it was the 161st game of the 162 game season where both players were tied at 43 home runs each. So Carl Yastrzemski comes up in the 7th inning and hits number 44.
Deep to right field. Number 44.
So he takes the lead. He takes the Triple Crown lead. Then Harmon Killebrew comes up in the 9th inning and hits number 44.
Well stroked to left field, and this one is going to be gone. Harmon Killebrew has hit a home run, and that ties him with Yastrzemski at 44 and makes the score 6-4 in favor of the Red Sox. Tovar's bloop single gave Killebrew a chance to come to the plate, and he banged out his 44th home run of the year to even him with Carl Yastrzemski.
That takes us to the last day of the season. That takes us to game 162. On that day, Carl Yastrzemski went 4 for 4. He finished with 326 average. He had no homers. He had no RBIs. Harmon Killebrew went 2 for 4 with 2 walks. He had no RBIs. He had no home runs. So Yaz and Killebrew both finished the season with 44 home runs. That gives Yaz the Triple Crown. So as we look at the ticket now, this is a very cool little stub we have here that's kind of reddish in color. What's nice for like Boston Red Sox. So this is the day. This is game 161 on September 30th. Boston won this game 6-4. And Yastrzemski hit his number 44 home run, which took the lead, but then eventually Harmon Killebrew tied him. But this is where he clinched the Triple Crown. So Yastrzemski signs with a very thin ink right across the middle, Carl Yastrzemski. And then one of his, he only has a few approved inscriptions that he'll sign. This one being TC67. So you can see that right above where it says grandstand there, TC67, which means Triple Crown 1967. Very cool that it's on the bottom of the ticket. It says game number 72, and September 30th, 1967 is very clear on the bottom right-hand corner. Awesome ticket, Very cool, nice piece of history. It's also worth noting that Miguel Cabrera won the Triple Crown in 2012, and he's the last player to do so. 45 years after Carl Yastrzemski did it in 1967.